Hello guys, my name is Martin Yadav and welcome to Math to Core Academy. This is the second video of the series. Last time we saw what you mean by instance variables and static variables. This time in this video we are going to see what you mean by local variables and by arguments or parameters. Now there will be only one program which I'll be writing for you, in which I will be explaining you both the local variable also and about the parameters and arguments also. So I will be writing this program. Name of the class which I'm giving over here is local v. Let us save this class with the same name, local v dot java, and I saved it. Okay, let us see, where did I save it? Okay, it's saved in D only. Great. Okay, so to talk about local variables, first of all, you need to understand this thing, that local variables are always given inside a function. Okay, what do you mean by that? Let us understand it like this, that if I write void run as a function, and inside this function, what I do is I declare two variables. I say int a and I say int b, like that. Okay, let's do one thing. I'll try and print out dot print ln a, and we'll copy paste this and try to print b also. Okay, now what does it say? It says that the local variable may not have been initialized. Now what do you mean by this? This means that since this thing is not initialized, okay, let's do one thing. Even if it is not initialized, we'll go further, we'll save this program, okay, and what we'll do is we'll write a public static void main like this, and over here I'll just write my string or guess, and we'll just make an object of this class, local v obj equal to new local v, like that, and let us try to call obj dot run function. Let's control S, save this. Let's go and open a terminal over here. Let's go to D drive, clear screen, and I want to compile my program. Let's see what does it say. Okay, it gives me a error over here saying that variable might not have been initialized. So this means that Java will not allow you to use those value with garbage value. Okay, this means that this memory which is given over here for A and B is right now consisting of some garbage value, and that garbage value will not be allowed by Java to be used. Therefore, it is asking you to initialize this with some value. Okay, so it says int a equal to 0 I'll try to give, and int b equal to 7 I'll try to give. Okay, once I do that, then I go down and just clear my screen, again compile my program and try. There's no error. Okay, I'll try to run it. So it's like this, and when I try to run this, oh, so sorry, it gives me the answer as 0 and 7. Okay, so whatever I showed you from that, it clearly shows you that your local variables are given, or you can say are assigned with a garbage value. That garbage value we cannot use. Java will give you an error if you don't initialize your local variables. Okay, the same thing did not happen with your instance variable or static variable, because they were automatically initialized with the default value. Okay, so when we wrote, if I show you the program, the last program which we did over here, static int a and static char c we wrote, and these are the instance variables, we can say static variables, and these were automatically given value, that is 0 for your int and a null value for your c. Okay, but the same thing doesn't happen with your local variables. Therefore, you need to actually give the values by your own. That's the first thing which I want to talk about local variables. Second thing is that I cannot actually use this local variables outside this function. Now, what do you mean by that? Now, when I was actually writing my instance variables, which if I write it over here also, if I say int x equal to 5 like this, okay, so that is my instance variable. Sorry for the spelling. Instance variable, that, okay, and these are my local variables. Now let me show you one thing. If I want, what I can do is I can directly access my variable x using the object. So I can write obj dot x equal to 55 like that, okay, and if I want I can print obj dot a also, sorry, obj dot a also, okay. Why? Because scope of that variable, I'm sorry, dot x, scope of this variable, you can say life of this variable x is actually throughout the class, okay. I can use it anywhere in my class. Same thing doesn't happen with your local variable. Your local variable have a life after this thing, means wherever they are declared, after that they can be used anywhere but inside the same function, which means that they can be used before this closing bracket of run function anywhere. So I hope so that much is clear to everyone. Okay, so let me just repeat it once again, that your instance variable can be used anywhere in the program, but your local variables can be used in only and only inside the function in which they are declared. Okay, so that's the difference between your instance variable and local variable. Second difference, you can say that till the time you do not initialize your local variables with some value, Java will give you an error, okay, but the same thing doesn't happen with your instance variable. Okay, fine. I hope so that much is clear. Now let us talk about parameters, you can say arguments. What do you mean by that? If I actually tell you your parameters and arguments are also your local variables only, okay, the only difference is that while declaring them you don't need to give some value to it, okay, because that value is going to come from the function call. What do I mean by saying that? Let us just check it. I actually write a function called as sum, and inside this I say int r comma int u. This r and u, same as your local variable, can be used only inside this function. They cannot be used outside this function, okay. First of all, you need to understand this thing. Second thing is that you don't need to actually give some value over here to r and u. That value is going to come from the function call. Now what do you mean by that? Let's do some functioning, or you can say processing, on r and u. I take a local variable sum and I say r plus u like this, and I'll try to print my sum variable, okay. So what I do is I write over here and I write sum variable. Now let us try to call this function. Now how to call this function? I go down and I just say obj, or you can say call to sum function, or I will just give sum two underscore to function like that. And over here to call it, I'll just say obj dot sum to function, and I need to give a value over here. So it's giving me a hint over here, r comma u, that give me a value for r. So I give 4 over here, and for u I give 6 over here. Okay. So if I run this program, now what is going to happen? How is this going to run? I want to actually discuss about two things, that is actual parameter and your formal parameters. So understand this thing, that your 4 and 6 over here, your 4 comma 6 are actually your actual parameters. So understand this thing, that actual parameters are always given in function call, okay, and this is function call for sum to function. And the thing which we have written over here, r and your u, are formal parameters. So your formal parameters are always given in function definition. Okay, so this thing which I have written over here is called as function definition, and this thing is called as function call. When you actually do a function call, your Java program actually searches for a definition for that function. Definition for that function means that the actual code which I need to run when I call this function, it goes and searches for it, and this is the code which is for that. Okay, so it will go inside this, it will copy your 4 value in your variable r, your 6 value in your variable u. This will be replaced over here, 6 and 4, they will be added, put into sum, and that sum variable then gets printed for you. Let's try and run this program. So I compile it. I don't see there will be any error. Oh, great, there is no error. Let's go and run this. So I run this program, and you see that the last thing is 10, which shows you the sum of r and u. Okay, so this thing is the r and u which is written over here is also called as parameters, also called as arguments. Okay, it doesn't matter whatever you call it. So we saw 2 things, that is local variables and about your arguments. I hope so that is clear. If you have any question, you can put it in the comments. Okay, whatever your question will be, I'll answer that through the comments, or I'll make a video on that. Okay, that's it for this video. Enjoy. Martin Yadav from Matricode Academy again. Thank you.